What's up, YouTube? So before we get started with this video, on first take, they're going to be talking about the scenario of Kawhi Leonard going to the Los Angeles Clippers. So let's see what they have to say about that.
Where do you want to see Kawhi go?
I want to see him with the Clippers. I don't want a champion being in Canada again. The city of Toronto is great, but we know Canada loves its hockey. They had their good moments and all of that stuff, but damn it, I want the NBA champion to be an American team.
So I want the championship to be in America too, but having the Canadians win the NBA championship is good. It's good for business. The NBA is trying to broaden their horizon, so I don't see anything wrong with that. But I do want the championship back in America. So let's continue.
LA on LA
clear. Now that brings us to the LA teams, and I personally would prefer the Clippers. Don't get me wrong. I would love the sizzle of Kawhi being in LA. You know, that Kawhi, LeBron, AD, that would be something special. But for me personally, and for selfish reasons, I would like him with the Clippers. First of all, I think the Clippers are now a first-class organization. Secondly, and more,
I don't think they're a first-class organization yet. I think they're up and coming to be a first-class organization, but they're not quite there yet. So let's continue.
Importantly, I like the thought of 80 to 81 big-time nights a year of basketball at the Staples Center as opposed to 40 or 41. If Kawhi was with the Clippers, they're competing with LA Max as opposed to playing with the Lakers and just dominating the league. Yeah. If you are with the Clippers, we know that the Lakers with LeBron and AD are going to be something special. Kawhi with the Clippers, I think, is a 50-win team, and they would be competing against one another. I am old school. I flow with Damian Lillard. I flow with Charles Barkley and guys like that. I want the competition. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind one being better than the rest, but not so flagrantly so that the intrigue is completely zapped. When I got on Kevin Durant for going to Golden State years ago, it wasn't because he's suspect. It was because he's so phenomenal that he so drastically shifted the balance of power that the finals and who was going to win the championship and how dominant they were going to be were all a foregone conclusion. You can have a favorite.
That's not why you said that, Stephen A. Smith. You said that because Kevin Durant joined a team that had was 73-9 and joined a team that was already stacked. You said that was the weakest move he could have done because he went to a team that also beat him in the playoffs and they were up 3-1. And then he went and joined a team that had 73 wins and beat him in the playoffs. That's why he said it was the weakest move. He didn't say Kevin Durant went there because, he's so good that now all, the Golden State Warriors are just stacked so high against everybody else. So let's stay consistent. And last year you were talking trash about, even in the playoffs, you were talking trash about Kevin Durant not being the best player when he was getting beat up by Patrick Beverley and when he was playing against the Clippers. So stay consistent. So let's continue.
But I don't want it to be to such a degree where it almost makes no sense for anybody to show up on the court against you because they have no chance. I think Kawhi with LeBron and AD does that. I think if that doesn't happen and Kawhi stays where it goes to the Clippers, then it's more competitive balance, even though there would be somebody that's the favorite, probably LA, and I like that better.
I can't disagree with that. The strongest move is for him to go to the Clippers. Objectively, you're 100% right. Go to the Clippers. The league is more interesting. I still think they probably win the championship next year, or at least compete against the Sixers in the finals, and Kawhi has a chance to win. So I agree with every single thing you just said. And by the way, he's also be going home there. I want to see him on the Lakers. Now, it is true. If KD and Klay had not been hurt and stayed on Golden State, now Kawhi with the Lakers is amazing because it's like Kawhi, AD, and LeBron, even though they got thrown together against the Golden State super team.
Right.
Are they better than when KD had the Warriors if Kawhi went there?
No, because he wouldn't, not right away, because he wouldn't be joining a fully formed team. They'd have to come together like Voltron, and figuring that out takes about a year, even when you stack those three. But those three are so good, they'd win the chip first year, I believe.
We can't necessarily need a year to gel because look what Kawhi did in Toronto. It took him 1 year to win it all. Winning championship and finals MVP. So you don't necessarily need a year. And he was playing with a bunch of nobodies at that point. And it really kind of still are a bunch of nobodies. He didn't play with any other superstars. And he did it all in 1 year. So you don't necessarily have to gel with your teammates with Anthony Davis and LeBron James and gel and figure each other out within 1 year. Because like I said, he did it all in 1 year in Toronto. So I'm pretty sure Kawhi Leonard could fit in anywhere he goes to. But let's continue.
If they stayed healthy. Here's another reason why I'd like Kawhi to go to the Lakers, other than me just blatantly being a Lakers fan. Kawhi's already proven the thing that KD has yet to prove, which is why I think KD's move to Brooklyn is so strong. KD's like, I'm going to win championship with Golden State, then I can do what I want. But KD didn't prove anything by winning championships with Golden State. They couldn't lose once you joined the team. Everyone knew that. Kawhi's already done that with San Antonio. There's no guarantee San Antonio win the chip. Kawhi's defense on LeBron helped that happen. Kawhi then goes to Toronto, wins a chip as the best player in the world. He's already done all those things. So now the question is he having a moment like Dirk Nowitzki had? Because you remember Dirk Nowitzki, after they won the chip, that was the best player in the world, including LeBron, for a moment. He had a moment. And then it was gone the next year. Kawhi is 27, 28 years old. Think about the way he'd be used on the Lakers. LeBron's basically the point guard. Kawhi is the scorer. He's the two guard. LeBron has the ball in his hands. When Kawhi has the ball in his hands, he's there to score it. AD is the big. Kawhi probably leads the team in scoring, is recognized after time as the best player in the world because of the way he's going to look on that team, and gets to go home and play for the team he rooted for as a kid.
We have our respective opinions.
So first off, let's get back to Kawhi Leonard and his championship. So his first championship and Finals MVP was with the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs were stacked. They had Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker. They had a couple people, so they were stacked. So it wasn't just like he was out there doing it himself. But he did play good defense against LeBron James, which got him the Finals MVP. Now, let's fast forward over to when he went to Toronto last year when he won the championship and Finals MVP. He didn't necessarily face the full-fledged Golden State Warriors because Kevin Durant was hurt and Klay Thompson was hurt. Even though Klay Thompson played, but you didn't get the full gist of Klay Thompson and all of what the Golden State Warriors had. So there's asterisks there, and there's things that you can split hairs with both his championships. And now, as far as him going to LA and playing with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, you can't say that Kawhi Leonard, he's going to be the leading scorer. Anthony Davis is going to be the big, and LeBron James is going to run the point. Now, that's not cool because if Kawhi Leonard's doing all the work, which you know he would, because you said he'd probably be the highest scorer, that means he's probably going to be busting his butt on defense too. And we know LeBron James doesn't play defense, and AD, he's got defense, but he's not going to be putting in the type of work Kawhi Leonard was doing. That might wear on Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard might not like that. And also, if they do win, if Kawhi Leonard's there, you think Kawhi Leonard's going to be acknowledged as the best player in the world, playing with LeBron James, and they're winning? Heck no. The best player in the world and all the pub would go to LeBron James, then it would trickle down to Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis, or vice versa of those two. But all praise would go to LeBron James. So don't fool yourself, because it all go to LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard would be there, and they won. But let's continue.
I don't disagree with you. If I look a little distracted, I apologize. Here's why. The New York Knicks just signed Wayne Ellington.
Smart pickup.
Wayne Ellington. KD, Kyrie, Kawhi, Kemba, even D'Angelo
Let's
Russell.
fade to black. Just
the New
fade
York
to black
Knicks
here
have
right now.
signed
Al Horford,
Wayne
Chris Middleton,
Ellington.
Brogdon.
Yeah. And we're not
Wayne
trying to
Ellington.
disrespect him. It's
No.
So pretty much at this point, the Knicks are probably going to have to start recruiting from the fans, from the crowd, just start picking people out. You find some guy that's big and tall, you might want to put him out there on the court, and maybe they can, do something about that. Or they might have to go to the streets of New York and check out some of those basketball parks and recruit some players out there, and maybe they might have a chance. But at this point, the Knicks are pure trash. They have nobody. Nobody wants to play there, and it just doesn't look good. So they haven't won a championship, since 72 or 73? And I doubt they're not going to be winning a championship anytime soon. So let's continue.
We're not.
Yeah.
Listen,
All right,
Knicks are
guys.
being smart. Let's see if they can stick to the plan. Dolan will never let them stick to the